In this video, I will explain the three laws of Newton which describe the fundamentals of the motion of bodies. These laws help us understand how forces act on objects and how they move. The first law of Newton is also called the law of inertia. It states that a body remains at rest or continues to move at a constant velocity unless acted upon by external forces. This means that a car without an engine will not start on its own. Only an external force can change the state of a body. The second law of Newton describes the relationship between force, mass, and acceleration. It states that a greater force causes a greater acceleration if the mass remains constant. This means that a heavy stone requires more force to set it in motion than a light ball. The formula for this law is force equals mass times acceleration. The third law of Newton is also called the principle of action and reaction. It states that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. If you push against a wall, the wall pushes back with the same force. This explains why a boat recoils when you push off from the shore. Inertia is the property of a body to maintain its state of motion. The greater the mass of a body, the harder it is to move or stop it. A large ship requires more time and force to stop than a small boat. The first law of Newton accurately describes this behavior. Forces cause a change in the motion of a body. A greater force results in a stronger acceleration if the mass remains constant. A soccer ball will travel farther if you kick it harder. Without a force, it would not accelerate or change direction. Newton's laws can be observed in many everyday situations. When walking, our feet push the ground backward and the ground pushes us forward. When jumping from a boat to land, the boat moves backward. These reaction forces occur everywhere, even though we often do not consciously notice them. Gravity is a force that pulls all objects toward the Earth. All falling bodies are accelerated by gravity, regardless of their mass. A shuttlecock and a stone fall at the same speed in a vacuum because no air slows down the shuttlecock. However, on Earth, the falling speed is influenced by air resistance. Friction is a force that slows down or prevents motion. Without friction, we could not walk or brake because our feet would have no grip. It occurs when two surfaces rub against each other, such as when car tires meet the road. Depending on the surface, friction can be strong or weak. Newton's laws play an important role in engineering and natural sciences. They help engineers build vehicles that are safe and efficient. Astronauts use these laws to control and land spacecraft. Athletes also use them to optimize their movements.